They thought American soldiers were not ready for urban war. Fallujah proved them wrong. They said American soldiers were not built for cities. They said they relied too much on technology, too much on air power, too much on distance. They believed that when forced into narrow streets, surrounded by concrete, shadows, and unseen enemies, American troops would hesitate, that they would slow down, that they would break. In 2004, in the heart of Iraq, that belief was put to the ultimate test, and what happened in Fallujah would silence those doubts forever, not with speeches, not with propaganda, but with discipline, sacrifice, and an unshakable will to fight. Fallujah was not just another Iraqi city. By the time American forces returned in late 2004, it had become a symbol of resistance and defiance. Insurgents had months to prepare. They fortified neighborhoods, wired homes with explosives, carved firing positions into concrete walls, and turned mosques and schools into defensive strongpoints. Every street was mapped. Every alley was known. To them, Fallujah was a perfect battlefield, a dense urban maze designed to bleed any conventional force that dared to enter. And they were confident. They believed the city would do what bullets and bombs could not: break the American psychologically. They assumed American soldiers were trained for open deserts and distant engagements, not for brutal, room-by-room fighting. They believed close combat favored those who knew the terrain, those who could disappear into population, those willing to die in the shadows. Their confidence grew with every ambush, every explosion, every rumor of casualties. They did not expect hesitation. They expected collapse. What they failed to understand was that American forces were not coming to negotiate space. They were coming to reclaim it. When U.S. Marines and Army units crossed into Fallujah during Operation Phantom Fury, there was no illusion about what awaited them. This was not a fast strike. This was not a symbolic show of force. It was a deliberate, methodical advance into one of the most dangerous urban environments modern soldiers had ever faced. Streets became kill zones. Doors became life or death decisions. Every building had to be cleared, every room searched, every rooftop secured. Progress was measured in meters, not miles. And yet, the advance never stopped. What followed was not chaos. It was controlled violence under extreme pressure. Marines adapted in real time, adjusting formations, tactics, and movement with each encounter. Infantry worked seamlessly with armor, snipers, engineers, and air support, all coordinated with precision in an environment where a single mistake could cost lives. Leadership at the smallest unit level became decisive. Fire team leaders, squad leaders, and platoon commanders made critical decisions under fire, often without orders, relying on training, trust, and instinct forged long before they ever set foot in Fallujah. This battle proved a truth that history has shown time and again. Urban warfare is not won by machines alone. It is won by discipline, cohesion, and the willingness of soldiers to move forward when everything tells them to stop. In Fallujah, American soldiers did not hesitate. They did not retreat. They adapted, endured, and overcame. Building by building, block by block, they dismantled an enemy that believed the city itself would be their greatest weapon. By the time the fighting ended, Fallujah had been reclaimed, but its impact went far beyond Iraq. Military academies studied it. Strategists analyzed it. Doctrines were rewritten because of it. Fallujah became a reference point for modern urban combat, a case study in how disciplined forces can prevail in the most unforgiving environments imaginable. It was not an easy victory. It was not a clean one, but it was decisive. They thought American soldiers were not ready for urban war. Fallujah proved them wrong. And in doing so, it reminded the world of something timeless. When tested in the hardest conditions, American soldiers do not break. They adapt, they fight, and they endure. If you like real stories about human wars, subscribe to WWH Tales. Here, we don't tell myths. We tell memories.